Hey guys, welcome to another Anon Gremlin video. Today we are doing another re-review because in Andromeda, patch 1.06 dropped and that literally overhauled a lot of multiplayer, and today we are looking at the Valkyrie Assault Rifle. A lot of you guys called for me to re-review this gun, and for good reason, and I think the main reason is its damage has been improved by almost double. So at rank 1, before the update that we've seen today, my damage is slightly different because I have skills in my character, etc. But at rank 1, the damage was 86 per bullet. Now it has been almost double to 164 per bullet as of patch 1.06, which is pretty staggering. Along with that, it's seen an increase in its mag size from 16 to 20, and increase in its max ammo from 128 to 140. Obviously mine on screen is different to yours, but that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Its rate of fire obviously has stayed the same at 500. Max clip sight obviously changed, along with max ammo. Accuracy at 70 and weight at 19 have not seen changes. So how would I say the Valkyrie performs now? And I'm going to say that it's become an amazing gun. Before, I didn't like it at all. I thought it had too slow a rate of fire, it wasn't doing enough damage per bullet. I was playing on silver then, I'm playing on gold now because BioWare said that all ultra rares should be gold viable now, so I thought I'll step it up, play it on gold, and it is very effective. To give you a comparison, before on silver, it would take me about a mag and a half to kill a brute enemy. If I was lucky, I reckon I could do it in a clip, but on average it was a clip and a half. Now on gold, I reckon I can kill a brute enemy within 13 bullets, leave me 7 bullets in that clip to go and deal more damage to another enemy. This gun has been seriously overhauled, and you'd expect that really, just because it has had its damage increase so substantially, almost double. You would expect it to be doing double the amount of damage, so halving the amount of bullets you have to put into an enemy to kill them. Before, I had a problem with rate of fires. I found guns that had a fairly slow rate of fire that weren't automatic to be an issue, just because I felt the slowness in how you shoot wasn't really compensated by damage per bullet. Now, however, I think they go together perfectly, maybe a little bit too well. I feel that the rate of fire and the amount of damage you do is perfect. It's a little bit more than I expected. I thought this gun won't be buffed as much as it has, but now it feels so effective. This feels like an assault rifle you want to get. It's an ultra rare you really want to go out and be able to bring pain to enemies with. And that is what you've got. You've got a really effective assault rifle. Before, assault rifles were lackluster. They didn't do anything. They're avoided by a lot of people. Your go-to classes were pistols and sniper rifles. Now assault rifles have had a revival just because they're viable now. They are so viable. They will become a go-to gun, just like any other game. If you go into any other game, you're like, oh, I'm going to use an assault rifle, because that is generally your all-round sort of gun, and that's what they've become. This Valkyrie is probably, for me, a go-to gun now. It's probably one of my favourite guns as of now. I haven't tested out all the gun changes in the game, but I think a lot of people, a lot of guns will have to contend with the Valkyrie just because it has seen such a substantial improvement. If you look at my gameplay, when I use Turbocharge with it, it literally dominates. You can get so many bullets off, especially if you have level 6 Turbocharge where you can do 80% more thermal clip size. It is absolutely perfect. You find yourself wrecking enemies, you can just put so many bullets into them. That max ammo increase obviously allows you to not have to go to ammo boxes very often. I did find it to be a problem before when it had a slightly lower ammo capacity, so that was a nice improvement to see. But the magazine size improvement, especially when it comes to using it on Turbocharge, feels like you get just unlimited shots off, and then you get to kill so many enemies in that. You can literally just spray the gun, and if you get most of your hits off, you're feeling like an absolute god. Moving on to the gun's accuracy, and it feels less accurate than before, and by that I don't mean it's a negative, I see it as a positive. Before, it felt like you had to be too accurate with this gun. You couldn't really run with it, you couldn't really spray and pray, because you had to literally bang on your target or you wouldn't hit, because the gun, with the way it was set up, it didn't have very much spread to its shot. You had to be literally bang on precise, and this wasn't really good if you're doing what I do and you run around and you like to shoot your enemies, or you try and get a target from distance. And I think that's not an overhaul they've done with the gun, but the game overall. With a lot of my reviews so far, I have mentioned that it seems like you're able to get more hits off with the gun, and I think overall BioWare have improved the hitboxes on the guns, the enemies, because before you would be getting headshots and they wouldn't be registering, etc. All that's been cleared up. Critical hits with this gun do substantially more damage than they did before, so that is something nice to see. Also, range has been improved. Before, I didn't find its range to be very good. Mainly that was because of the accuracy issues that were plaguing the game overall. But now it feels like a very good ranged gun if you are able to get those shots off and you're in a situation where you can. I would not recommend using this gun at range if you have enemies nearby, just because they will clusterfuck you, but that is to be expected. The weight feels a lot more appropriate now. The weight wasn't a problem before really, I didn't really have much quibble with it, but that weight seems seriously low for a gun that does so much damage now. That weight should have probably been increased because this gun has become an absolute beast, and as I said, if you combine it with Turbocharge, you are going to be getting off a hell of a lot of hits and you're going to be doing absolutely amazing. BioWare should be applauded for the overhaul they've done. This Valkyrie has literally gone from 0 to hero. You saw the Ushaya, they've greatly improved that, and I think that's thumbs up to BioWare for listening to feedback and not being scared to overhaul the game in such a massive way to change it from what it was before to now. They feel like two different games really, and that is really nice to see. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I will be dropping more reviews. I'll probably be doing the assault rifles first. That's because that is what a lot of you are suggesting to me. A lot of you are suggesting the assault rifles, and then I'll probably move on to shotguns, pistols and snipers. So keep tuned for my 1.06 re-reviews of many weapons, and I hope you have a nice day. Peace out.